Welcome to Body Reconnect, where I help you to decipher the signs and signals, all the messages that your body is sending you daily, but you never actually listen in, so that you can course correct in order to live your best, healthiest life. I'm Michelle Dominique. So, this is a testimonial that I am so glad to share. I guess you could call it a client testimonial. I like to share those testimonials, but these clients are actually truly remarkable and very, very special because they are members of my family. So they might actually be surprised to see that they are a subject of one of my videos. I'm always sharing my clients' success stories, whether it's the client with the 95 going on 100-pound weight loss, if it is someone who has been able to take charge of their mental health, physical health, emotional health. That's what my practice is all about, helping my clients to regain control and remove the deterrence to them living their best, healthiest life. However, as it is said in the scripture, a prophet is not welcomed in their home. And as many of you can attest to, when you try to make changes for the better, they're not always well received. Well, believe it or not, even though this is my business and people pay me good money to help them get on track, that is not always the case in my own household. So I am super excited today to share this testimonial. If you all have been following my Facebook page, and I sure hope you have, you've seen the journey of my daughter do her senior year last year in high school and move on to college. Haven't gotten the college pictures up yet, but they are coming. So pretty soon. But nonetheless, many of you have followed me on that journey. So it's been very interesting now that my daughter is on her own. Not too far, but far enough that she has to make daily decisions all the time about her health and about her life, but also including her health. Now, last year, my helicopter took off, so I stopped being a helicopter mom in the area of health because that's really all I care about. How you show up in the world, how your body feels, everything else will fall into place. And I know this for a fact. So I was a helicopter mom when it came to take your supplements. Did you do this? Da 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 da. Watch that. Don't eat that. Do not bring those flaming hot Cheetos into my house. Yes, that was me. In fact, when she had friends over, if they were getting together, hey, yeah, let's get together and bring snacks. I had a rule. If anyone, and they had to be new, but if anyone brought flaming hot Cheetos or Takis or anything that stained the color of your fingers for days and you couldn't get it out, you couldn't open that in my house because I didn't want to be responsible. Those are toxic subjects. I wouldn't serve you, poison or anything. I don't know what you do outside of my house, but I don't want it in here. So, at one point I made them leave it outside, but I thought, okay, that's cruel because you might still want it later. So they would have to put it on the table, the kitchen table, so I could see the bag at all times. Very serious about that. Monster drinks as well, things like that. We don't do that in here. It's not healthy. It's not that it's not healthy, but it's actually very detrimental to your body. So anyway, that's a little bit about how things happen in my house. Now, the interesting part is my daughter had a strong aversion to all things green and healthy and vegetables. And part of it mainly because she is texture sensitive. So, people talk about back in the day, we ate everything and yeah, we were force fed. Some people actually do have a problem with textures. So having her opened up a lot of things for me and helped me look back to times and situations where, people in my generation were just basically force fed because people didn't, back then there was no such thing as texture sensitive. Nobody knew that. And so you were just thought to be a picky eater, and most times you suffer for it, right? So nonetheless, here she is off to college, and I'm thinking, how long before, upset stomach, some kind of like constipation thing, some kind of COVID's back out? How long before I get the call that something is wrong? Because I couldn't get her to do, do the things on her own when I backed off senior year to monitor how she would handle it. It didn't go as well as I would have liked it to. But here we are, and I am doing a testimonial about her performance. So you know what that means. Praise be to God, it kicked in. It kicked in, y'all. It kicked in. I am so proud of her. I've gotten texts like, hey, I'm feeling a little sniffly. Which one of these oils should I use? Or, hey, can you order me some more of those enzymes? I even got one text message that said, hey, my roommate woke up this morning and her eyes were swollen shut. What should I give her? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was so amazed. I was so amazed. She was listening. She was listening. She understood the benefits of it. She was listening. As we were moving in, and I'll share this last one with you, and I'm seeing this all over the Dorm Mom page, so I hope somebody on there sees this page, about these kids having anxiety when they move and da-da-da-da, and some of it is getting really bad. I just read one where a girl had to be hospitalized. I was surprised. We had prepared for this for a while, leaving and da-da-da-da, and, we had been to the university for several occasions and football games and whatnot. So I was extraordinarily surprised when my daughter started feeling what I realized was a little anxiety as we were planning to leave the house with the cars all packed and ready to go. So I offered her a supplement, adaptive, that I often use when I have periods where, it's a whole lot of overwhelm or I'm feeling heavy and want to push through it, because you could take it when you need it. If you don't, whatever. I've offered that to her before. I've used it in front of her before. I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, that was the one she called me back and said, hey, I'm running low. Can you, in addition to the enzymes, hey, I'm running low. Can you order me another bottle? Can you order me another bottle? So she knows now if I'm feeling this angst, instead of withdrawing or retreating, I can take a moment, use my oils, do my breathing, take my supplement, and wait for it to pass. You guys, I love all of y'all. My clients know I love my clients. Even when you are no longer or my client or I haven't seen you in a while, I'll follow up with you. But none of that tops my own daughter finally realizing that her mother is not just a health nut, but that what she does, it's helpful and it can help her. So that is my testimony today. So if you are out there, I know some of my clients are, and you have young people and it just doesn't seem like they're getting it, don't worry. Don't worry. My daughter learned more by what was caught, what she caught me doing, what she saw me doing, what she heard me doing with my clients in their session, what she saw me ordering, on what she saw me recommending to them. All those times when she was just walking by, She was catching. She was catching. And when the time came when she was on her own, in her own space, and could do it her own way, she adopted a healthy lifestyle, or a healthier lifestyle than the one she was doing. So I'm super, super excited about that. I just want to encourage you, if you've not started, if you think it's hard, be encouraged by a teenager, right? She knows, I can't eat this stuff anymore. We met, I drove up and I was like, Flaming Hot Cheetos? What are you doing? You told me you weren't eating. She's like, yeah, don't even mention it. She said, I just thought I'd grab it on the way out. Hadn't had it in a while, wanted to try it. She said, my stomach's so upset right now. I'll never do that again. Sometimes it just takes making the shift on your own, committing to yourself to do better, and then trusting your body. What do I mean by trusting your body? I mean, when she went back to that old way, after not having indulged 30 days, it's only been maybe 6 weeks since she's been on her own at the dorm, but already she's making positive changes. So that's my testimony for today. That one's personal and I'm super excited about it. What's your testimony? What's your testimony going to be? Drop it in the chat. Share the one thing that you started doing. One thing. One thing. She's watched me do those things over the years. So, one thing, I challenge you. What's the one thing that you can do to go on the path that you want to be on and know that you should be on, right? Drop it in the chat, share that, because it might inspire someone else. Also, share this video, share it with your young people, share it with your teen, let them know, when you're on your own, you can do it a different way. So also be sure to share this video, be sure to share and to like. Until next time, remember, you truly deserve to live your best, healthiest life. Once again, this is Michelle Dominique. I will see you on the next video, so stay tuned.